So a lot of you have actually been asking if you can see the dungeon runs as an int tank. So we're gonna go through Genesis right now. So this is the first boss. This is Taxodus. He basically has a simple attack where he throws his tail spear or whatever at someone, and if you don't dodge it, you lose. So the tank's job here is to hold aggro when he's not doing that. Although he doesn't hold aggro well. So in between when he is throwing the spear and when he gets knocked down, you want to swap over to your staff like that and start doing just a ton of DPS. And it works out really well because you don't need to hold aggro when he's doing that. But then you got to swap to that shield because his hits are massive. But honestly, a good healer can heal you through it. So it's not the hardest boss. It's definitely the first boss, which is not hard at all. It's not like Lazarus where the like second or first-ish boss. I'd say the first major boss is just ridiculously difficult in terms of DPS check. So this one is a lot easier. Yeah, it's a little more fun, to be honest. Lazarus is a little bit... I don't know. I don't know what to say about Lazarus. I'll show you guys that in a different video. But yeah, so, you know, tank and spank it and do DPS when you can. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Then this is the tree area where you got to protect a tree from a million ads. So you just will never have enough taunts ever. So the fire staff really shines here. And I'll let this talk for itself. You'll see it. I don't need to walk you through this whole thing, so I'll just let you guys watch this one. You can see where I swap back and forth between, you know, pulling aggro and doing DPS. It's important to just, you know when to hold them, and know when to hold them, know when to. Okay, you know what I'm saying. Anyway, enjoy. One note I will say is that I think if I don't swap to Void Gauntlet for some of this, I think that I may spec Pillar of Fire instead of Burnout, especially for PvE, because it just will give me that much more damage. So Pillar of Fire, Incinerate, and Fireball, I think will make a really good combo. So just look forward to that. I think that will be a better combo than having the Burnout. Burnout is just not as useful. It is nice to, you know, sometimes round up people, but in the overall scheme of things, probably not so useful. And in PvP, I think the Pillar of Fire may actually be better as well, especially if you go heavy armor and you're tanky. So just a thought. Ultimately, though, you're going to want to be swapping weapons constantly with this build. So you're going to be going to the Rapier, you're going to be going to the Ice Gauntlet, you're going to be going to the Fire Staff, you're going to be going to the Void Gauntlet in the future. It really depends on the boss, and that really is defined in Lazarus. So when I put the Lazarus video up, you will see that I swap my weapons constantly. See, we're holding the aggro pretty good. I mean, they're also holding it too, but like in these situations, you just want a DPS. It's not about aggro necessarily. This guy you want to hold. He hits like a truck. Oops. So this is just a simple showcase of the, the ads and not the bosses, and how you can pull aggro, and then you can swap to your staff and do a lot of damage. So you always wanna balance pulling the aggro and doing damage so that your team doesn't get overwhelmed by, too many mobs. One mob missing here or there, they'll be able to handle no problem. This is a mini boss. Basically the exact same thing as the first boss, just shrunk down and not even reskinned because indie game. But yeah, like I don't even do very well on this one because I'm just not really paying attention, and we still spank this thing pretty hard. So it's really not a hard boss. When they go down and you shield break them like this, you just want to be on that fire staff doing damage. You don't want to have the shield out. Look at all that damage. It's insane. So that thing goes down quick. Didn't even really need to tank it at all. Just had to get its aggro and then fire staff it. Now we've got the second major boss. I think this is. Yeah, this would be the second major boss. And I'll talk throughout it, but I'll let you guys kind of take a look at how I'm working the Int Tank here. It is a mixture of shield and switching to the fire staff here and there. I will say it's majority shield though, unless he's not looking at you. Otherwise, yeah, you're gonna want to try to hold the aggro the whole time as much as you can. If we wanted to, we can swap here. Not a big deal. Do a little damage. There we go. I definitely messed up here. I forgot that you had to move out of the bees. So I'm going to take a lot of damage from these bees, and they're going to stay on me for a while. Luckily, our healer was good and could heal through the bees. But yeah, I just ignore the fact that I stand in these bees for an ungodly amount of time and make my healer work overtime. So yeah, whoops, my bad. You just have to run away from them. But I was trying to tank them, and I don't know why. I forgot. It's all good. It happens. Happens to the best of us. All right, I'll let you watch the rest. Gotta do heavy attacks here. There we go. Now we're going to throw down some of the fire damage again. Yeah. We're gonna do a little more of this. Now we're gonna put that shield back up. Grab aggro. We're good. Yep. Come on, you little shit. Now we're gonna throw fire at him. There we go. And that's how you take him down. Not bad, right? So this is a situation where, you know, I thought I could just DPS, but then I just do DPS here. Yeah. And then I decided to switch it up. We'll grab aggro. Yeah. So you have to be flexible and you have to read the room. So do what your team needs. Shield is powerful. Then we got this guy who just hits like a truck. So you're going to have the shield out majority of the time. Now we are going to be fighting the final boss here. I messed up a lot during this fight. Like I normally can get the timing right on the shield to block ratio. See when he flattens me there, I can usually do the shield and then dodge that, but I messed it up majority of the time. And I also do die at the end of this, and the boss does kill themselves with their own rock. So unfortunately, this isn't the best show of Int Tank on this boss, but that's completely my fault and not the build's fault. So I do apologize. This is the only recording I had at the moment, and I haven't been able to get another Genesis run right this minute because my server is low pop, and the trading house has been down and duping bugs, and so basically nobody is playing right now, so it's very hard to get a Genesis run. Anyway, that being said, this is what this fight looks like, and if you can time that swipe, dodge, you're invincible, and you do great, and you just fire damage when you need to. But as you can see, if you get behind her, your sword does a lot of damage as well. And if you really want it to be crazy, you could probably swap out the fire staff in this situation for the rapier and swap between the rapier and the sword and shield. What I think is going to be very useful on this boss after the patch is the Void Gauntlet, which I absolutely plan on making a video about tanking with the Void Gauntlet as an Int Tank, because I think it's going to be really useful. And I think that we're going to see some really good combos with the Void Gauntlet doing DPS and the shield just doing shield. You know what I mean? So anyway, I'll let you enjoy the rest of this fight without me talking through it completely. And here you go. Although I do want you to see this part here. This is me trying to build some stamina. And so that was just a bad moment where you're trying to gain the aggro, right? With that shield bash. And then you're trying to throw your shield back up. And sometimes you just can't do it fast enough. The game doesn't register it. And then the shield block on that last one should have worked because my stamina wasn't down, but it didn't register either. So that sucks. Okay, now get behind the rocks. There we go. Man, getting knocked around in this game sucks. Behind the rock. There it is. That's how you do it. It's a 1 and 2 and then... That's just DPS. Oh shit. Mm-hmm. Oh shit. Fuck me, man.
My bad, I got hit by that scream. I should drop a rock on my head.
Anyway, that is Genesis as an int tank. I made some mistakes, especially on that last boss. So if you have any questions or, ideas of your own, feel free to throw them in the comments and I'm happy to answer it. As you can see, the boss did kill itself by dropping a boulder on its head, which is always fun to see. Sadly, we didn't see it because we died. But yeah, that is the int tank in Genesis. I hope you enjoyed.